and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. 5-9.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Check out. Hey, Q.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 27 yards. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one. Across the 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now
a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Mike 27. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check.
15. Hero 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anzalone, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
A loss of 12 on the sack. It's second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, defense, let's go. 43! 43!
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
It's just me and you. Right there.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here we go with Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
That's a what? 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Attack, attack!
I'm here all day. Kill, kill, kill.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
Ready? Young lady, young lady.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. The loss of a full... ...3 yards, and now it's second down.
43! 43! Mike Alpha! Mike 47! H3-2!
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Yellow. Mike 5-4. Check down.
On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
No. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Move back, work it. 15.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. And he's got a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Throwing on second and 3. Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put him.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Breeze now. Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Slam. 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Butker now to add the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ready.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Over.
53. Check 53.
Ready, check.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Gibbs got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Ready.
Check 53. Oh, you got this?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Breeze's throw on target to Cook, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Ready. 5-9. You're good. Ready.
Hey, check 24.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
They can't hang with us.
Snap.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hill looks to throw, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Let's go, 15.
54. Let's go. Check it back. General. Flash.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, 57, 57.
Check, 47. Squish.
Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
70, Indy.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
54 Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Good on.
Now this time Breeze will throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go, folks.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.